as the value to that variable. Now, you can use this variable to call the function whenever you want. So I can call it anytime I like. So I hope you have learned the basic parts of a function. So that is how to have a basic idea of how function work in JavaScript. So I will give us an example of function in JavaScript. So let's do an example. So let's declare a function to calculate the age based on the birth year of participants. So let me go to my code. You want to declare the age based on participants. So look at this code here. So I can just come to my VS Code. And let me type a comment, create a function, to calculate the age based on the birth year, of participants. So to do this, we create a function like this. Then the function name calculates age. That's the function name, followed by the function block, which is curly brackets. So what do you want to do? We can create a parameter here that is taking the year. You know, want to return. Okay, let me just say want to return. Before I return, let's just do console.log. Console.log. Let's say I was born in let's say we are in 2022, and the participants was born in the year 1995. You know, you cannot call this function by saying calculates age. Then you have this. Now, let's check my console and see what happened. You can see this person is 27 years old, but we want to know the age of Kiki. You know, I can just come to my code and make it dynamic. Instead of me writing 95 here, I can just put the participant's birth year as a parameter here. Exactly. So I can just put this parameter here. So anytime I want to check the birth year of maybe 1995, you know, I'll just check my console and get that. Or I want to check the birth year of what I was born in 1980. You know, by doing this every time, you can easily get the birth year. Let me check my console again. So you can see somebody born in 1980 will be what, 42 years old. But this code is not still okay. We can make it better by just doing simple thing by returning. So you return 2022 minus the parameter here. Parameter is the value you are waiting for. So I can just do this, comment this. When you check your console, nothing will happen because we're only calling the function. This value has been stored inside this calculate age, but we are not calling the function. We are not consoling the results. To console the results, you can store this variable as a variable. Let me say participant's age, or let me say Kiki age equals to, I do this. I can say variable variable Pepe age. Sorry, Pepe age. I can also say variable the third person and the lacking and the fourth person too. I don't know your name. Can you type your name on the chat? The lacking age and the last person, that's Zoom user. Can you type your name on the chat? Anyway, let me just use Zoom user age. Zoom user age. Okay, I have your name now. Non-year. Okay, so I can say non-year age. So let's say non-year was born in 19. Please just say an abstract age. So just don't take it personal. Let's say this person was born in 1999. So we want to know their age. So we have stored this now as a variable, but nothing is happening. So as I want to now console.log, I can console the log of Kiki age. So let's check our browser. I'm going to see the answer. So let's check. Okay, let me just say console log Kiki age. Kiki, let me just put Kiki is Kiki age. So Kiki is Kiki age. So let's see. So Kiki is 25. Okay, I have to put a plus. Kiki is 25 years old. Yeah. Yes. So actually, we can just put we can put this. Let me just check my console first to see what I'm writing. You can see Kiki is 27 years old. Now, to make it better, instead of me repeating myself every time, I can just do that here. Return this here. Return this. So I can just return participant's name. I can return participant's name, like participant's name, and so on and so forth. But I will show us that one later. So this is a simple scenario of how you can use the parameter. So this person, and the parameter here is bet here, and the value is waiting to accept is what I put here. This is the argument. So Pepe age now, I will just put Pepe here. Also log Pepe age. So you can see this function has been created here for us. We are now using it in our code several times. So I can do that also for Adelake age and non-year age. I can still make this code better. I will show us how to make it better. So you can see this. So check your console. You can see. Oh, I have Kiki every time. Kiki every time. Kiki every time. You can write a code to display your names individually. But let me try to do that. Instead of me putting Kiki here every time, I can just put a parameter here. I can put a parameter here and say participants name, comma. So it's going to return participant's name is blah blah blah. So I will just come here and use the template literal. So this is not new to us. If you have learned string in JavaScript, you know how to use a template string literal. So I can just say return participants name. Participant's name is is blah, blah, blah. So I'm coming, I'll just say return participant's name. Participant's name is or let me be too forward is participant name is participant's name is 2022 minus birth year plus years old. So you can see now, return, but this is first parameter, which is to get the person's name and the birth year. So it's going to return anybody, if I put Kiki here, so Kiki, so coming to this, so I can just put Kiki, comma, and 1995. So if I come here and just console.log Kiki age, you will see what is going to happen. I'm going to comment all this. So Kiki is the argument for this parameter here. This year is parameter for this birth year. So I'm returning participant's name and birth year here. So this plus is called concatenation. Then this is a string. This is a string. So let me see. So check my console. So you can see, oh, Kiki is not defined. Wow. Let me check my error. Kiki is not defined. Kiki is not defined. Why is not defined? Kiki is not defined. Okay. Console log Kiki age. Console log Kiki age. Why is Kiki not defined? Console.log Kiki age. Spelling out the same. Console log Kiki age. Let me see my error. Yeah. Participant's name is this person, which is Kiki. Oh. Sorry, double quotes. It's a name. So double quotes. So this is the parameter, this is the argument first, and this is a number. This is a string, this is a number. So check my console again. So you can see, not a number. Not a number. Why? Hold on. Not a number. Why do I have that? Okay, I have to use template literal then. So okay. Let me refactor the code. Participant name is participant's name is sorry about that. So participant name is 22 minus. Let me see what will happen. Yes, good. Let me see what will happen here. So how to perform the function. So hold on. So it's 22. Let's see. Let me see what happened again. Yep. This code has been refactored very well. So I'm using a template literal just to make it easier for us. So participant name is Kiki, is then 2022 minus birth year. So anything I enter here is going to be 2022 minus 1995. I will get the answer years old. So if I do that for others too, console.log. You can see I'm not repeating myself. I just put Pepe H here. Automatically it gives me the name. So let's check for Pepe. Second person, Pepe. You can see Pepe is 42 years old. So very easy to use. Very easy to use. You can see that. So with a single line of code in my function has done everything. Instead of me coming here and be writing console log kiki h blah blah blah, my function has done everything for me. Likewise, this person too. The parameter here is participant name. So the person here is Adelakin. So, and this person here too is yeah. So remember, I have two parameters here. So you should also have two arguments also with a comma separated by it. If you have the third argument, you will get undefined because you do not define it. So this is what you just need. So I can now come here and console.log Adelakin H. And I can console.log here H. So all this code here have been refactored to a simple line of code here. So if you check, wow, you can see that we have everything in place. So this is just how function is being used. So we go back to our slide and continue. We're almost done. It's just an hour webinar. So that's what I've just done here. So what we have done here in this code that I've just done here, we declared a variable, a function name, calculator h1, then the bets here, then we return this current year minus bets here. So we now store it as h1. So what I have is that we have created a function by giving the name calculate h1 to calculate the age, and we are giving the function parameter as bets here. So so that imputes the data that will be taken to calculate the age. So if you check my VS code, I've done similar thing also. You can see this is the parameter here. So these are the values, the arguments. This is the arguments. This is what we call arguments in JavaScript. The value which is replacing the parameters, that's what we call arguments. So I think that is that. So I have a simple, so we'll be returning the results. Yes, I've explained this to us. So it's subtracting the current year from the base year. So this is how we declare a variable and declare a function and use function. Please, I hope this is clear to us. Can I get unmute yourself if it's clear to you? Let me just hear you can drop a yes on the chat if this simple explanation of function is clear to us. Just drop a yes on the chat. Thank you very much, Mr. Delacon. Yes, thank you very much. So God bless. So I have a simple classwork here. Yes, God bless you, sir, Mr. Noye. Yes, thank you. So look at this exercise here. Write a function to find the area of a given rectangle. Can we try this? But we do it together. We just, or do you want to try it in your own VS? Is your VS code open? Write a function to find the area of a given rectangle. Well, let me just show us this. Do you want to try it? Anyone? Write a function to find the area of a given rectangle. Who wants to try it among us? Okay. Let me use this example, Mr. Pepe. So sorry about that. Let me use the example again. Sorry, this exercise to make it clearer to us. So look at this. Want to write a function. This is an exercise. So I will go to my VS Code. The question says, write a function Write a function to find the area of a given rectangle. So to do that, it's very simple. You just come here and create a function. That's the first thing you do. Then the function name. You give it a name that is meaningful to your code. You can say calculate function, calculates area. Or you can say rectangle, you can say rectangle area. Then curly brackets. So this is the first thing you do when you want to create a function. Mr. Pepe, I hope you have seen what I'm doing. So you create a function, then followed by the function name, then curly brackets. So what do you want to do? We all know that the area of a rectangle is what? It's length times breadth, right? Yes, length times breadth. So we just return length times star breadth. So this value here are parameters. I will just come in and put the value here, length, and breadth. So these are the parameters. So if I now want to calculate the area of any, let's say, variable area 1, area of rectangle 1. This name is too long, please, pardon me. Is equals to, then I'll call the function. I have to call the function. To call the function, we just type in the function name, rectangle area, simple as, hey, what did I do? Rectangle area. Then you pass in the parameters, you know. You want to find, let's say the rectangle has a length of 12, and breadth of 5. Simply, you're going to get what? 60. Console.log area of rectangle 1. So you are going to get 60. That is 12 times. You can see the length here is 12. And the breadth here is 5. Exactly. So you have 12 times 5, then you have 60. So this is how to create a simple function that is calculating area of rectangle. Let's say I want to create another area, another area of rectangle again. Rectangle area that has a length of 14 and breadth of 5. You know, you can store this in a variable so that you can use it later. Area of rectangle. So it's going to be 2, not 1. So 2. The console.log this now. I'm going to have my answer. Let's check our console. So you can see this now. This function has been declared here. Mr. Pepe, I hope it's clear. You want to create a function to find the area of a given rectangle. Rectangle is given by length times breadth. And remember, you might not use length times breadth. You can just use L and B. Then you come here and change it to L and B. So it's going to work perfectly fine. It can be any letter. This is the parameter, then this is the arguments. I hope it's clear. If I check my console now, I'm going to get the answer. You can see 60 and 70. So this is a simple scenario of how you can create a function in JavaScript. I hope it's clear, Mr. Pepe, it's clear, right? Create a function. Yes, thank you very much. So you want to create a function that finds area of rectangle, then you do this. So the last example I have here before we go is write a function to find the area and perimeter of a circle. So let's go to our VS Code, blah, blah, blah. So let's try this again. So let's try this. write a function to find the area and perimeter of the circle. Very easy. You create a function again. This function is finding the what? Area of circle. So function circle area or area of circle. Area of circle. Right. So yeah. Don't see me. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm busy. I'll see you. Yeah. So sorry about that. So function area of a circle, then I'm going to return please you can remind me formula for area of a circle. Is that not by r square, isn't it? By r square. That's by r square. By r square star by r square is radius, Abby. Radius r by r square, then by r star r. Yes. So mass dot pi is a function for calling pi. So by r square, r times r. So we can now create our variable, our parameter r. And just say radius. To make it meaningful to us. So now let's have to calculate let's say the radius of the circle is 7. So what you just do is that what you can store this in a variable area of circle. It's equals to, then I'll do console.log area of circle. If you do this, you have the results. So let's check. So mass pi, that is pi r square. That's pi times 7 times 7. So let's see. You can see we have this. But we can round it up anyway. By using the math function, we can round it up by using we can round it up by using math dot round. Math dot round. Math dot round, we round up our value to the nearest whole number. So let's see. Sorry, math dot round record round or math dot to fix and so on like that. But math dot round is okay. So let's see. You can see we have 154. Simple as that. I hope that is clear. So this is how you can create function in JavaScript. You have to find the perimeter of the circle too. Can you do that for me? Very clear, thank you. So perimeter of circle too. We know the formula for perimeter of the circle is function perimeter. Then that's the function name. Then return that is 2 pi r. So 2 pi r is a formula for finding perimeter of a circle. 2 pi r, 2 times radius. Yes. So this radius is this radius is a parameter. So let's say you want to find the perimeter of perimeter of circle. So we now call the function. You must call the function. If you don't call the function, you won't get it. So then the radius now is any value. All right. So let's say the radius is 7 or 4. So let's check this out in our console. So we have this. You can see. No. I have not console it. I only call it. I didn't console. You can say I only call it. So I have to console it for me to see it in my console console.log. Then you have perimeter of circle. Then that is that. You have 463.99, but you can also run this up also using the JavaScript function to round up values. So we just use the same method, math.round, then close the brackets here. Then that should work perfectly fine for us. 44. That is 2 times 5 times 7. We have 44. So that is very easy. Easy peasy. So that is how to create a function in JavaScript. So very easy. So thank you very much, everyone. So I think that is that. Do you have a question? Questions? Yes, ask your. You can mute yourself and ask your question. Unmute yourself and ask your question. Yes, ask your question. I will just ask me a question on function only.
Oh, yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm prepared. I want to ask a question about when you first find the area of cycle. I thought you just use you said length and breadth. But I want to ask a question like, what is it? Because I'm not really good in maths, to be honest. Like, can I just give must it be in the correct calculation, like in a correct way to use math, or can I just be giving the perimeter and the variable to be given a letter or a word so as to understand it more better? That's the question I want to ask.
Okay. I get your question, sir. Yeah, thank you. So JavaScript does not need you to understand the full mathematics like that. You only need your basic maths. You all know in a primary school, secondary school, then we're taught perimeter of circle, area of circle. Just a simple scenario. So it's not a must you know mathematics. It's just a simple scenario. You can create a function you can create a function in any way. It's not only mathematics.
Okay, like can I label it with the alphabet that I can understand?
You can use A and B. For example,
okay.
let me go to my code. You can use A and B. You can use A and B. You can just say value 1 and value 2. Then you come here and change it to value 1 and value 2. You all know that a rectangle has 2 sides, the first side and the second side. So the first side, if the first side is 12 and the second side is 5, then 12 times 5, then you have 16. It can be any name, but use a relatable name, a meaningful name that is people will know that is what is happening. So if you have used length and breadth is very fine. Length and breadth is very fine. So length is the parameter, then use it here. Breadth. So people within this code now, we know that the length times breadth what I'm doing here. So it's very easy.
Okay, fine. Understood. Another question.
Yeah, welcome, sir. Thank you for this. You have to get a better understanding with time. Okay.
Okay, it's all right. Another time then.
For you. Hold on. Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Okay, do you mean I can still ask another question?
What do you say?
I mean, do you mean I can still ask another question, or it is up for today?
Is it a must to do what, sir?
I mean, like, do you give me the chance, like another chance to ask another question, or it is
Yes, ask your question.
time up?
Ask question, yeah. Ask question.
Okay.
So
Okay, because I went through the write-up in your
my
website.
blog. Yeah, I got
Yeah, on your blog.
I got your comments. Thank you very much. You are the one. I got your comments. Yeah.
Like he said, we have to read the blog and to choose what we are going for. So is this basically about all we are going for, or is it have to be in another aspect, or is it basically the beginning of everything? Either you want to choose the data science or the web development or the mobile development. Is this related to every aspect of what you listed on your blog, or do you understand my point?
Yes. Everything on my blog is, any aspect of tech you want to venture into. Any part of tech you want to venture into, either web development, data analysis, or
Mobile development,
UI,
mobile app.
web development, mobile app development, technical writing, all this blah blah blah. You have to first check. You have to first make your research first. Make your research first to see if this particular part is for you. Just make your
Okay,
research.
what if I'm going for maybe web development or
Yes.
data analysis? Is this JavaScript function related to everything as a beginning?
No. It's not to everything. It's not to everything. So under my blog, each article has, when you click on those links, there are details on each article, like web development. There's, when you click on those links, it will take you more to read more about what you need to become a web development, to become a web developer. There's more details in that link. If you click on the data analysis also, there's more details on it. If you click on UI UX designer, there's more details on it. If you click on the cybersecurity part, there's more details on it. So everything that you see there, when you click on it, has written on each topic.
The last question, sir. So about this JavaScript function is basically about the beginning of which one of it?
Yes, JavaScript function is one of the major concepts you have to understand when you want to start your web development program. Like web development deals with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python. Yes, you can use backend languages like PHP, so it's like that. But you have to start with the front end part, which is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So JavaScript here, you have to understand function, because we deal with function, we deal with writing functions most time when you are dealing with JavaScript. So that's why I've just put this 1 hour session with us, so that you can understand the concept of function in JavaScript. There's still more to JavaScript. Function is just one of the basic concepts you have to understand. One of the major concepts you have to understand. Even though you want to do React, you want to do Angular, you want to do PHP, you want to do Python, you want to do anything, you must understand function.
Thank you very much. Yes. That's all.
Thank you very much. So that will be the end.